So the dissociation, or what I like to call going down the rabbit hole. I've never had like a good sense of who the hell I am. I end up changing my persona like I can't even tell you how many times over the years. Um, I don't know what it's like to be identity stable. It's kind of like being in that teenage state indefinitely, where when you're in high school, you're starting to get a clique together. You're starting to find out what you like, what you don't like, your sexuality, your preferences, your identity. And I've never had that. Like, I've never had a solid identity. I mean, sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck that is. And, people tell me the things I like to do. I kind of know the things I like to do, but I don't, it's not me. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's different things beyond that should be your identity rather than just the things you like to do. There are times where I feel like I don't know who I'm going to be from one day to the next, essentially. I don't know. The first time going to Shell Creek, the time when I first started to derealize, that was fucking scary. First time that ever happened, that was really fucking scary. Because you don't know what the hell's going on with you. You don't really know who your friends are. You don't really know who your family is. I mean, you look at them and they basically are strangers to you. But you have like this deja vu, like you know it's them, but you don't know it's them. And when they start talking to you and they start bringing up things that you guys have done, and you're kind of like, why the hell does this person know this much about me? I mean, it's literally as if I walked up to you on the street and I started talking about things that you did back in high school. You would be like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this person? Like, do I know you? Like, it's really weird. So that scared the shit out of me. Then the floating started happening. And depersonalization is another one of those weird things that sucks. Depersonalization is sometimes characterized as somebody who feels like they are detached. They are physically detached from their body. And the more intense it happens, the more weird you feel. So you can feel like you're floating, so that you're just semi-detached. You're just kind of, I don't know. It's hard to like to put it in a visual type of way. That's low-end depersonalization, and you don't really feel like yourself. You don't really know who you are. You have a vague recollection, but you don't really know who you are. And then the more severe it happens, it affects your reality. You kind of get a little bit of derealization that comes with that. And the severity of it is an out-of-body experience where you see yourself kind of going through the motions, which is scary. And yeah, that's right. About mid-range in between that would be like this fog, this sensory fog that just kind of like clouds everything. Other times it's less intense. It gets kind of staticky, like your vision is really fucked up. And you're just going through the motions of life, like you're not physically experiencing any of it. You're in a movie. That's pretty much the best way I can describe it. You're in a movie, you're an actor, everyone around you is an actor, and you're just going along. You're just going along for the ride. The first time in recollection, the most recent, well, the second most recent, was when I was in that therapist's office, and unexpected trauma appeared. And it was like I briefly, like I felt like I was losing consciousness, kind of like, I don't know if anyone's ever fainted before, but it's kind of like that. You're just kind of gone. And I was, in my mind, I was fighting the blackness, and I heard a small child scream in my head. And when I came to, it was probably just for an instant. I mean, my therapist didn't even really realize it. But when I came to, like, I was so agitated. Like, I was so angry and sad and depressed and guilty and shameful and afraid that she might have talked to this kid. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. But, like, I don't know, for some reason it always feels like there has been a kid there in my mind, and I can't explain it. Like, I don't know. And a lot of people are probably thinking, well, this sounds like dissociative identity disorder. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't feel like I switched, but sometimes I do. I feel like I do switch. But it's never like when I don't lose consciousness when I feel like I switch. It's more like, I don't know, it's really under like highly stressful environments. So one of the examples would be when I was in my DBT group. We were talking, I don't actually know because I was dissociating most of the time. We were talking about something, and obviously it was something important. And the instructor kept pressing me, and I felt like I just kept alternating in between, like I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm depressed, like, but I could feel it physically, like, in my body. It didn't feel like I became somebody else, really. Like, there wasn't really an identity behind it, but it was over and over and over and over again, like, you know, and she pressed me at one point, and I remember this, and when I think about this event, I see this in autobiographical memory, and I'm like outside, and I see her kind of lean in, and she says something, I don't know what the hell it is, but then, like, I get defensive as hell. I'm just, you know, I'm just straight, just all my muscles, just tense the fuck up. Like I'm guarding myself. And it kept happening over and over again throughout the entire session. And I was burned out. I was absolutely, like, completely emotionally burned out. Like, I couldn't deal with it, and I shut down. I shut down emotionally. I was unable to exhibit or feel any emotion at all. But yeah, but for the most part, the dissociation is still there, and even though I'm going to the hospital for it, I still feel like it's going to end up happening, you know, for the rest of my natural life. It's something that I've kind of experienced and gone through forever. Like, I don't know what it would be like. I don't know what it'd be like to be me. The thought alone is scary.